Hunting don't have to mean sore shoulders or flinching every time you squeeze the trigger. If you're the kind who cares about accuracy and comfort, or you're bringing a first-timer or an older fella into the fold, then low recoil calibers are the smart way to ease in. In this video, we're going to walk you through 5 of the best low recoil hunting calibers folks are using across the United States in the year 2025. These choices come straight from real-world field use, offering a smooth shooting feel and the kind of accuracy you can hang your hat on. Now, this video is strictly for educational purposes. It's made for level-headed hunters who want to make solid, informed decisions. No sales pitch here, no custom tweaks, and definitely no reckless firearm handling. Just plain talk about calibers that bring steady power and dependable results. So, let's get to it. 260 Remington. The 260 Remington is a handy, low-recoil hunting round that's built a steady following among hunters here in the States for how easy it shoots and how straight it flies. Rolled out back in 1997, is built off the .308 Winchester case, neck down to take a 6.5mm bullet. That setup gives it a fine balance between knockdown power and ease of use. This one shines when you're going after mid-sized critters, think whitetail, antelope, or even a feral hog or two. Bullets usually run between 120 and 140 grains. The recoil comes in about 30% lighter than a standard .308, which makes it a great pick for younger folks or anyone who's not looking to get punched by their rifle. You can shoot fast and stay on target without your shoulder complaining. Out to 300 yards. The 260 gives you a nice flat trajectory and some mighty fine ballistic coefficients. So it's a favorite among those who do their hunting out in open country. Works like a charm in bolt actions too. Rifles like the Remington 700 or the Tikka T3X handle it real well. Now, it ain't all roses. Ammo can be hard to track down since it's not as common as something like a .308 or .30-06. You can reload for it, sure, but that takes know-how and a bit more elbow grease. And while it'll handle deer just fine, when you step up to bigger animals like elk, especially at longer ranges, it might start to run out of steam. With velocity sitting somewhere between 2,800 and 2,900 feet per second, it's not what you'd call a long-range hammer beyond 500 yards. Still, if you're looking for comfort, precision, and a caliber that won't beat you up at the range or in the field, the 260 Remington holds its own. Pros: low recoil, excellent accuracy, flat trajectory, versatile for medium game. Cons: limited ammo availability, less effective for large game or extreme ranges. Let's keep it rolling. 224 Valkyrie. The 224 Valkyrie, rolled out by Federal in 2017, is a modern low-recoil cartridge built for long-range shooting and taking down small to mid-sized game. Riding on a .22 caliber bullet, it was crafted with the AR-15 platform in mind, giving hunters a lightweight, semi-auto setup that kicks easy around 50% less recoil than a .308 Winchester. With bullet weights running from 60 to 90 grains, the Valkyrie will push speeds up to 3,300 feet per second, laying out a flat trajectory and delivering the kind of accuracy that makes 500-yard shots feel pretty manageable. That makes it a real good fit for varmints like coyotes or smaller deer if you're out in the open. Thanks to its high ballistic coefficient, it bucks the wind better than other .22 caliber rounds like the 223 Remington, making it a go-to for folks hunting prairie or desert country. Its compatibility with AR-15s is a big draw for hunters who like modular setups and want to stay quick on follow-up shots. But there's trade-offs. Those lighter bullets, mostly running 75 to 90 grains, just don't carry enough punch to drop big-bodied critters like mature deer when the range starts stretching. It lacks the deep-down drive for long-range penetration. Ammo can run a little high, and it ain't always sitting on store shelves, especially next to more tried-and-true calibers. Reloading helps, no doubt, but this one's a bit specialized, and not every outpost carries what you need. And while it's right at home in ARs, it's pretty rare in bolt guns, which might not sit well with the folks who favor a classic setup with a bolt handle. Still, if you're after a light kickin', long-reaching round that'll slap a coyote or jackrabbit without roughing you up, the 224 Valkyrie is tough to top. Pros: minimal recoil, excellent long-range accuracy, AR-15 compatible, great for varmints. Cons: limited stopping power. For larger game, pricey, and less available ammo. 7mm .08 Remington. The 7mm .08 Remington is one of those tried-and-true rounds that's earned its stripes with hunters across the United States. It strikes a fine balance between power, accuracy, and shootability. First brought to the table in 1980, it's a .308 Winchester case neck down to hold a 7mm bullet, usually running between 120 and 140 grains. It pushes velocities in the neighborhood of 2,800 to 3,000 feet per second. Recoil-wise, it comes in about 20 to 25% gentler than a .30-06, which makes it a real solid pick for young folks or anyone who doesn't care for a hard kick while still delivering plenty of thump for deer, black bear, or even elk inside 300 yards. With its flat shooting path and high ballistic coefficient, the 7mm .08 stays on target even when the wind decides to play rough. That makes it just as capable in thick timber as it is out in the open. You'll find it chambered in plenty of rifles too good names, like the Browning X-Bolt or the Ruger American, and ammo's fairly easy to come by from big-name makers like Hornady and Winchester. That said, when you start talking about bigger game like moose or reaching past 400 yards, this round starts showing its limits. It don't hit as heavy as a 300 Win Mag, and it won't stretch quite as far as something like the 6.5 Creedmoor. Ammo can also be a touch pricier than old standards like the .243 Winchester. And if you plan to reload, you'll need to pony up for some gear and time at the bench. Still, the 7mm .08's got a strong following for good reason. It hits that sweet spot soft on the shoulder, true to the mark, and plenty deadly for most of the critters North America's got to offer. Pros? Low recoil, great accuracy, versatile for medium to large game, widely available. Cons? Less effective for very large game or extreme ranges, ammo slightly pricey. .243 Winchester. The .243 Winchester, brought onto the scene back in 1955, is a true blue classic when it comes to low recoil hunting rounds. It's earned its place in the hearts of hunters all over the United States for being dead accurate and mighty versatile. Born from a .308 Winchester case, necked down to a 6mm bullet, usually somewhere around 80 to 100 grains, it moves out fast, hitting speeds between 3,000 and 3,200 feet per second. Recoils about 40% less than a .308, which makes it a prime choice for recoil-sensitive shooters, whether that's young folks, smaller-framed hunters, or just folks who don't care for getting kicked around. It shoots flatter than a prairie highway, and with a solid ballistic coefficient, it holds true out to 400 yards. That makes it a natural fit for open spaces like fields or sage-covered prairies. You'll find the .243 in rifles like the Savage Axis or the Winchester Model 70, and the Ammo Federal, Remington, you name it's easy to come by and priced fair for most budgets. Now, those lightweight bullets sure shine on coyotes, whitetails, or antelope, but they start running out of steam when you step up to heavier animals like elk or moose, especially way out there. In gusty weather, that lighter bullet can drift some, so you'll need to be sharp with your shot placement. If you're into reloading, the .243 gives you some wiggle room, but truth be told, the factory stuff gets the job done for most folks. Thanks to its long-standing popularity, there's no shortage of rifles and loads out there. That said, if you're chasing thick-skinned game or trying to punch through brush, you might want to reach for something with a little more weight behind it. For those looking to keep recoil low and accuracy high, the .243 Winchester's about as good as it gets for most North American game. Pros? Very low recoil, excellent accuracy, widely available, great for small to medium game. Cons limited for larger game or long ranges, susceptible to wind drift with lighter bullets. 6.5 Creedmoor. The 6.5 Creedmoor tops our list as the ultimate low-recoil hunting cartridge in the United States, known far and wide for its pinpoint accuracy, all-around usefulness, and that gentle kick. Hornady brought it to market back in 2007, chambering a 6.5mm bullet that runs from 120 to 140 grains, moving out the muzzle at speeds between 2,900 and 3,000 feet per second. With about 50% less recoil than a .30-06, this one's made for hunters of every age and walk from greenhorn teens to seasoned old-timers. Thanks to its top-notch ballistic coefficient, the Creedmoor flies true and flat, with hardly a twitch in the wind. It's the kind of round you can trust out past 500 yards. Great for deer, elk, or pronghorn across everything from timbered hillsides to wide open sagebrush country. When it comes to terminal performance, it'll punch deep and expand clean on heavier game like elk, so long as you keep it within a smart range. You'll find it chambered in just about everything, from budget shooters like the Ruger American to premium rifles like the Christensen Arms Mesa. Ammunition's out there in force from the likes of Hornady, Nosler, and Barnes, though it'll cost you more than older rounds like the .243 Winchester. Reloading's a popular route thanks to steady component availability, but even store-bought loads do the job mighty fine. The main knocks are that it runs a bit more expensive and can be tough to track down when demand spikes. It also ain't the best choice for close-in, brush-busting hunts, where faster and lighter rounds might handle better. All said, the 6.5 Creedmoor brings together light recoil, long-range punch, and game-stopping precision like few others, making it a standout pick for today's hunters. Pros: ultra-low recoil, outstanding accuracy, versatile for most game, widely available. Cons: higher ammo cost, less ideal for close-range brush hunting. Thanks for riding along with us through our roundup of the 5 best low-recoil hunting cartridges here in the U.S. We hope this guide helps you settle on the right round for your next outing. Whether you're after whitetails, varmints, or something bigger, these loads offer smooth shooting and the kind of accuracy that puts meat in the freezer. Got a favorite caliber? Drop it down in the comments. Let us know your go-to rig, or pass on a few words of wisdom for the new folks coming up. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more gear rundowns, shooting advice, and straight talk from the field. Tap the bell icon so you don't miss the next one. And if you're looking to brush up on safe hunting practices, check out our other videos on responsible firearm use and good range habits. Always mind your local laws, treat every firearm with respect, and keep your head sharp. Stay safe out there, and we'll catch you on the next one.